Hi, Queens. It's Kim from the future. Sorry we haven't uploaded. We've been busy glow popping. But don't fret. We have those new episodes coming out soon. We recorded one in each country, so please look forward to it. Just wanted to give you a fair warning that in this episode, the audio's a little bit rough. We had our first guest on, so woo! But we recorded using a gamer headset because, girl, we do what we got to do here, okay? We're a tiny podcast. We're tiny, but we're mighty, okay? So, anyways, enjoy the episode. Love you so much. Bye. Mwah.
Welcome to Girl Island
Where we uphold women's rights.
and women's wrongs.
I'm Kim.
I'm Allison.
And hello, party people.
We're back again
We're back.
for our last installment before we go international.
Ah!
And today we have a special guest.
Yep.
My really good friend from childhood and high school, Elle,
Hello.
has joined us.
Live from the piss chair.
Yes.
It's not as bad as I pictured from the first episode. From the first episode, I was picturing a metal asylum chair, just decrepit. No, it's actually quite lovely. It has flowers on it.
Yeah, see why I didn't want to throw it away?
Yeah,
It's
it's
a good
nice.
chair.
It's a good chair. It's quite comfortable.
Exactly. Also, we went to high school together?
Did we?
Well, if
Yes.
you guys know each other from high school, I know Allison from high school.
Elle is 2 years above me, and you're 1 year below me.
So did we just miss each other?
Wait, so when I was a freshman, that made
Wait, how old are you?
You were a senior
25.
when you were a freshman.
Oh.
Wait, I might have been a TA then. I might have been your TA. 'Cause I
Oh,
TA'd
crazy.
For
Easy.
English
I
class.
TA'd for freshman English, so depending.
What teacher? I'll bleep it. Yeah.
Oh, I was your TA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was your TA for sure.
Wait,
Then.
I'm gonna also preface any names you say, I'll just bleep it.
Okay, perfect.
Do you know,
Okay, so Elle has joined us today because last week on the podcast we were talking about,
fan fiction?
and I know Elle to be something of an expert on the topic.
Thank you. Honestly, it's like when they do those little documentaries or something, and you have the person's name and then their title. That's what I would want mine to be. I would want mine to be fan fiction expert.
And it would be so real.
Yeah, I saw one, and this guy was hummus expert, and I was like, that's probably my second favorite. If I could be any other thing.
Word.
So are you reading any fan fiction currently?
Oh, I've been pulled back in. Because I was writing a lot of fan fiction. I was.
You write?
Yes, I do. I've been writing a lot of fan fiction. I got into it last year, back again, because I was on my honeymoon. I was in Spain, and I was constantly seeing Game of Thrones stuff everywhere because we went to some of the filming locations in Toledo, and then I was like, why did I ever stop reading Game of Thrones fan fiction? And then I started writing Game of Thrones fan fiction while on my honeymoon.
Oh my god!
That's what got you into it.
Yeah, I was just around all this stuff, and I was like, and then I started writing.
Okay, well, drop the titles.
I'm not publishing them. I write them and then I keep them for me. But I think I should eventually publish them because I have 40,000 words.
Girl, drop them on AO3.
I know.
Drop them now.
I know. I have so many that I've written, and I just keep them for me because I'm like, I worry whether they're good enough. But then I'll read a fanfic, and something will just be so viscerally disturbing to me that it'll pull me out of it. I was reading this one fan fiction, and MC was like, oh, what should we have for dinner? I'll make pierogi casserole. And I was like, pierogi casserole? What? as a Polish person.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't read anymore. This took me out. This ruined the immersion for me, and I exited out.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I wrote a B-movie fanfic and published it in high school?
I wrote, while in high school, a fanfic about two guys from our wrestling team. And I sent it to them.
You sent it to them?
Yeah, I mean, I was like, we were in math class together, and I was like, here, I'm writing this fanfic about you guys, and they were like, that's weird, don't do that.
Wait, I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
Wait, who was it?
It was, it's gonna be bleeped out.
Yeah.
It was and I think I wrote like one chapter that I published, and then I like abandoned it. But yeah.
Did they fuck?
I think it was like the first one was like they were wrestling, and then their lips like brushed each other, and then I was like, no more.
Wait. Were you friends with them?
Yeah, I was very close.
Okay. I thought they were just like two strange dudes that you like.
I was close friends with
Okay.
them.
Oh my god. I also have a friend that wrote a fanfic about one of my friends. But she won't share it with us. She was like, she's like, it ended up being like way too much.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's
interesting.
how I felt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us more about your early fanfic days.
Yeah, please.
Okay, because I was like thinking about this, and how did I get into fanfiction? So picture me, I'm a young innocent girl. I'm sitting in my bedroom.
What age?
I think it was about 5th grade. And all of a sudden this girl that I know sends me like a little text, and she's like, hey, have you ever heard of this site called Quizilla? You should check out these Harry Potter 7 Minutes in Heaven quizzes. And so I'm immediately intrigued. I boot up my family computer, which is in my bedroom. I wait for the dial-up, the internet. I type in Quizilla.com. And since then, it's just been a downward spiral, and it's been the one addiction that I can't beat. And honestly, I think it's been my longest lasting hobby.
So Harry Potter fanfic.
Yeah,
Launching point.
It started on Quizilla back when like explicit content was called lemons, and back when we had like, you know, who's your emo baby daddy quizzes. And there was I published stuff on Quizilla. I was like just thinking about it, but Quizilla is like a site that has been lost to time. I think you can still see parts of it on Internet Archive, but again, it's just like one of those sites that like has been lost to like the ravages of the internet.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your first Harry Potter fanfic you read?
There were a lot. There were like thinking back, there were just like, what are the ones that stand out to me? Because it's like there are some that never leave you. You know, there are some that like leave little imprints on
like
your soul.
Manacled.
I was reading one that was similar to Manacled in 7th grade. That was like a post-war fic where like Hermione is living in like the ruins of Hogwarts, and it was a very similar system to Manacled.
Okay.
And then I was looking for it and I couldn't find it because again, this one was published on HarryPotterFanfiction.net, which was another site that like recently filed for bankruptcy in I think 2021 and was acquired by AO3. So some of the stuff on HarryPotterFanfiction.net was like exported to AO3, but you had to like give consent for it to be exported. So there were some that were just like completely lost. Yeah.
So, wait, tell us more about your Harry Potter fanfiction.net lore, because you told me a little bit of it, and it's crazy.
Yeah, so I just got very into, like, fan fiction, and, like, so from, like, 5th grade, I start reading all this fan fiction, but I want more. I cannot search properly on Quizilla, and so that leads me to, like, looking up Harry Potter fan fiction. So, of course, I find HarryPotterFanfiction.net, and I get very into this site, to the point where I become, like, almost like a moderator for this site. Mind you, 7th grade, I'm doing all of this on an iPod Touch in between classes, and I'm doing this with all of the seriousness of, like, a businesswoman on a BlackBerry. Like, the housing market had just collapsed, the stock market was down, fan fiction was up, and it was my full-time job. I was writing my social studies reports on ancient Egypt, and then at night I was just like, you know, I was just Dre mining all the time.
Oh my god!
Yeah, we we would have
7th grade.
Yeah, in 7th grade, and like 7th, 8th grade, we would have like awards, like yearly awards, like top ones that like people could vote on, but they were also like moderator like selected. Like it's like when you go into like a bookstore and you have like employee fix, like we would also have that, and I was picking them. I was like, this one's good, boost this one. I was emailing people, and mind you, 7th grade.
iPod Touch.
Yeah, iPod Touch.
Were you corresponding with adults?
Oh yeah. There were many grown adults that I was talking to, and I was just thinking about this because like there was another site that was, and I had no business being on this site, honestly, if I'm 100% transparent. Like there was another site called the Burning Pen, which was only like Snape Hermione fanfic.
Oh!
And this was like all like middle-aged like women who were, I'm certain that some of them had to have been Snape wives, because like because they were so into Severus Snape. There was like one woman on here who was like, she was like, I think in her 50s, and she was married and she had children and like a cat, and then she ended up getting cancer like when I was probably like freshman, sophomore year, and she died, and we all like made tributes for her, and like nobody knew why I was sad, but I was mourning this 50-year-old woman that I had been talking to, that I had been reading her Snape Hermione fanfics for years since I was a child.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wow.
tell us about your connection to the omegaverse.
Oh, that's another thing. I also do.
Wait.
I have a personal connection.
A personal connection
I have a personal connection to the omegaverse. This is another when they were brought, when Allison said I was brought in as a fanfic expert. Ooh, she was not lying. 'Cause picture this. It's sophomore year. I've abandoned Harry Potter.
No!
What device are you on now?
I've probably gotten my first iPhone at this point.
Okay.
Because I used to have a little like sidekick. I've probably like gotten my first iPhone at this point, and it's sophomore, junior year. I'm now really into Nolan-verse Batman fanfics, specifically like Joker, like Batman fanfics, and I start reading some fanfics on fanfiction.net, who are published by this, I don't know, should I say her name? I think I can say her name. She's like a public figure. These were Joker fanfics. They later became like Bane fanfics, and I really liked them. To the point where I would make like fan casts for them, and I made like videos for them. I made like playlists. Like she would like reblog my stuff. She had like
Did you talk to this woman?
Yeah, I would talk to her. I would be like, oh, I think that like this actress would be great for like this MC, and I would make like videos and like playlists, and she would like reblog it on like her Facebook page, because she had like a Facebook page for her fans where she would like write stuff. She was very popular on fanfiction.net. And then one day she says, hey, I've been like talking to a publisher, so I need to like get rid of all these fics. I immediately save all of them. I think I have them in like the notes app of an old iPad at my mom's house, because I loved these like Joker Batman fics so much. And then she comes back as Addison Kane, who is the woman that kind of like started the omegaverse, and then later she sued another author for writing similar fics, and it became this whole big thing in like the fanfic like smut community. There's like a ton of videos on it, but yeah, I was talking to her sophomore year.
You guys are still connected to
Yeah,
this day.
I'm still like on her Facebook, and I think like you used to be able to scroll back like way back into her stuff and see like my little like face claims that I would do for her characters, and like my little like fan art that I would do, but I think she's like since deleted it. I think she deleted it like around like 2017. But yeah, I was in there.
Wow. So wait, was the fic you were reading the Batman and Joker one? Was there like an omegaverse dynamic?
No, so
Okay.
she was writing, she did like an MC that was like, oh, it was so good. She was like an assassin. She was so cool. You had like Bruce Wayne, and then you had the Joker, and she like went really deep into like Batman lore. And I was not into Batman at all, like until I got into like these like fics, and then I was like so into Nolan versus Batman. And and I'm still into it. Like, I just watched The Dark Knight, and I was like, this is one of the best movies. I'm like a bro. I'm like, wow, you guys don't get it. The Nolan vs. Batmans, they're so good.
Wow. You're
Yeah.
like, you're deep in it.
I'm deep in it. I'm still in it. I was in my car waiting to like come in here and record this, and I was like, I'm just gonna hop on AO3. Yeah, I love fanfic.
Wow.
Yeah.
In our last episode, I said, like, give me all the recommendations. Like, so I was like, I just need something to ruin me. And so shout out to one of my pals, one of my mutuals on IG. She sent me several different fan fictions, but the one I'm starting first is an Attack on Titan fanfic. Set in World War II, Nazi Germany.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I will scroll through, like, AO3 tags, especially, like, if it's, like, a popular pairing. Like, I was reading, like, San Fix, which is, like, Sandor Clegane, Sansa Stark, Game of Thrones, and there's, like, 14,000 on AO3, probably even more, and some of the scenarios that people put these characters in, like, there was one where it was, like, it's the Wild West, it's the 1800s, there was one where it's, like, it's the tuberculosis epidemic in Chicago, and I'm like, what are you doing?
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And also, I never even finished Attack on Titan. I can't even tell you, like, most of the plot at this point. I don't remember. It's been years.
Yeah.
So, the fact that she sent it and she was just like, this ruined me. I still think about it. I read it, like, 4 years ago. I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Exactly.
And I can confirm it is ruining me.
Heck yeah.
I've cried.
Yeah.
I've wept. It
Oh, yeah.
hurts.
Yeah, I was, like, looking up, because Allison was like, send me these Draymini fics that you were into. And so I
Yes.
was like, and, like, honestly, shout out to Tumblr, too, because I was like, there was this one that was so good that I remember reading in, like, 7th or 8th grade, where, like, Hermione gets a makeover from Draco, and it's wonderful. He's so sassy. He's like, we need to give her highlights, we need to give her face framing layers, we need to give her, like, and then he has, like, a list of products for her, and I remember, like, she used, like, Tokyo Pearl nail polish, and then I went out and I bought this nail polish because it was in this fic, and I found it. Literally, I looked up, like, Draymini makeover fic, and somebody on Tumblr was like, this one, and it was, like, an imported, like the whole thing, somebody had imported it to fanfiction.net and, like,
Wow.
saved it from, you know, being lost forever.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The People's Library,
Yeah.
honestly. AO3.
AO3.
It really is. And, like, when I think about, like, why, like, I've been so into fanfic and why I think it's, like, persisted as my, like, most enduring hobby, I think there is, like, definitely, like, an anti-capitalist element to it. Because it's, like, the last free hobby. It's completely free. You just go on AO3 and you just enjoy. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to subscribe. Like, it's already existing media. And I love that.
And it's community.
Yeah.
And its community.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
community.
these writers build up huge followings. They talked, like, you communicated with all of these different writers and your readers. And it is a way to, like, consume something that's community driven and not corporate driven.
Dare we say AO3 is a third space?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's in the name. 3.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
third space.
Yeah, third space.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Damn. You're really deep in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm deep in it. It's pulled me back in. Now I'm reading Criminal Minds fanfic once again. I was so into Criminal Minds fanfic when I was in high school. I was just reading all the Spencer Reid fics. And now I'm back, and now I'm reading all the Aaron Hotchner fics, because I've grown and I've matured, and so have my tastes.
How do you know how many fan fictions you've read?
Oh, it's been millions, I think. Honestly, it's probably been, like, if we're including, like, one-shots, it's probably been millions. Like, even in, like, because I was just thinking about, like, all the ones that I've written, because I've written so many one-shots, and I've written, like, probably I don't know, like 150, like in the last
Wow.
like 8 months.
Wait, you're gonna say 8 years?
No,
8 months.
And like the last like what? Because I'll just come up with like a little scenario, and I'm like, I'm gonna put these characters through hell, and it's so fun. I just love to torture like the little characters. It's so fun. Yeah.
I remember at the different parties we've been having, like little gatherings and dinners, you'll poll the room for fanfic scenarios.
Yes. Oh my
and write them
gosh.
down.
I have so many. Like, and they're great, honestly. Like the ideas that I've been getting, because it's like I feel like I've already done everything.
Can you read us some?
I don't know, they're pretty explicit. And I don't want to say what fandom it's for, because at this point, I don't even think the connection to the fandom is there. I've already turned this person into my own little OC.
Oh! You can say it to us, and then I'll bleep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Okay.
but at this point, it's like honestly probably like just for like it's probably like 200 that I've written. But it's not even at this point. It's like I've turned him into like a professor at a university, and then I'm like, let's just torture this man. So I did one where, and then like I have MC, and MC is like always failing. She's always doing bad at her classes. I did one where she's a stripper and she's like out late at night and that's why she's failing. I did one where she's being blackmailed by the mafia. I did one where she's a single mom. I did one where I combined all of them. She's a stripper being blackmailed by the mafia who's also a single mom. I did one where she's being stalked. I did one where she's stalking him. I did one where she's a vampire, where she's a mermaid. I did one where she's a witch and she shrinks him into a tiny little jar and then shakes him up.
Did you ever write the evil twin one?
Oh my god, I think I did. I think I like started writing the evil twin one and then like I abandoned it, and then I did one where he has like a personality disorder that makes him like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. What else did I do? Oh, I did like Apocalypse. I did Plane Crash where they crash on an island. I did like I've done all of like just like any kind of personal problem that she could have, which like makes her fail. And he has to help her. Yeah, I did one where she's like a sugar baby and he like finds her. What else did I do? Oh, like what are my other ideas? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. I had one, I think I started writing one where they're both members of the IRA, but they don't know because they're both wearing like balaclavas. Yeah. Oh gosh. What else? I'm trying to think of like, oh yeah. So, what do I have? Oh yeah, she's a ghost. He's a werewolf. They're trapped in a dream. There's an ex-girlfriend that tried to break them up. She's an assassin. Oh, I did that one. Amnesia, did that one. She's an alcoholic, did that one. I did one recently where she was addicted to drugs, and it was really hard because I've never done drugs, and so I had to like Google like what drugs do college kids do, and I was like, she's doing Adderall and Molly, and she's snorting coke, and I'm like, I think that's enough to like
writing fanfic and reading fanfic is your drug of choice.
It is, yeah.
Oh my god.
She's an undercover cop. There's a curse. He's a serial killer. COVID Zoom classes, and this is just a small list of like, you know, I've everything that can exist. I think I've already written at this point.
So when you say one shots, can explain to the class what one shots are and maybe like how long they are to you, because I know it like varies a little bit, because I've written one shots before, but like of my own like characters and stuff, just because I like writing. So
like a one shot is like, it's kind of like just like a neat, concise little story. It's usually one part. Sometimes like there are one shots that I've read that are like 2 parts or like 3 parts, but it's not like a full like chapter fic. And usually it's like kind of very neat and compact, and like, you know, the conflict is like resolved. Mm-hmm. And then they could be like very short. I've read ones that are just like little blurbs, like little like slice of lives. Mm-hmm. And then I've read some that are like, you know, 10,000 to 20, 30,000, just like longer ones. But yeah. It usually like depends on the story that I want to tell.
Do you let anyone read them?
No.
I've asked.
Really?
I've asked.
How about your, is it fiance or husband? Husband.
No, I like sometimes I'll tell him about like an idea, and then he's like, "Wow, your brain, the things it comes up with." I think if I do like let people read them, I think I would want it to be like an actual fic with like chapters and stories that I'm like very into. But like these are just for me. These are just to make me happy.
I feel like you have enough. You probably could turn it into a whole book right now.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah.
I think if I do, I want to do the one where like she's a vampire. Because I love vampires. I love me a good vampire fic. I love the supernatural element, and like I think if I do that one, I'll just like have to go and like change the names, change everything.
There you go.
And then publish it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love that. Yeah, I remember related to vampires. I remember you were telling me to get into Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah, I think like it's definitely helpful to like find a fandom that you're already like kind of like interested in, because we were talking about how like you like weren't ever really like that into Harry Potter, and like you kind of like gave it up. Like
I was really into it,
yeah,
but it was
like,
when I was really young.
Yeah.
Like I read them 14 times each.
Yeah.
But I put them down in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Which was when your fire was igniting.
Yeah, I think it definitely helps to like get into like a fandom that you're into, and like characters that you're already like interested in and that you care about. Because like I don't know, that lets you like form a little connection with them.
Like boy bands.
One Direction fanfiction.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was deep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you read after?
Oh, of course I did.
See, I was never like super into Wattpad. Like I remember I would like log into Wattpad if I was desperate. If I was so desperate that I had already read everything on fanfiction.net and AO3 and like the other like site specific stuff, I would like go into Wattpad, and then I would always just be like, this is an inferior site. I hate the Wattpad format.
So I think I was like just even in 7th and 8th grade, I was like I just felt very young compared to my peers.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't even know AO3 existed.
Yeah.
Had I would have been... The things I would have been reading would have been insane.
Yeah.
So, my exposure to fanfic in, like, 7th, 8th grade was just Wattpad and whatever I found on Tumblr.
Dang.
Yeah. So, pretty subdued. Though, because I was deep into One Direction fanfic, did you ever hear about the one called Dark?
I think so.
That was like a pretty iconic Harry Styles fanfic.
Yeah.
I don't remember much about it other than he was like an abusive boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot
and
like
that like
that.
he abused his girlfriend and was like a pretty nasty manipulator.
Wow.
Yeah, and he like stalked her too, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah. I had no business reading that in 7th grade, and my dad would come into my room, and it'd be like 9 p.m., and he'd be like, go to bed, stop reading, and I'd be like, okay, and I'd be reading on my tablet, and he's like, oh, what are you reading? And I was like, The Hunger Games, and he's like, okay, go to bed, and I'd be like, okay, and then I'd stay up reading Harry Styles, like, being this piece of shit boxer to his girlfriend. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Especially like I don't know, with like who Harry Styles is as like a person in real life.
Totally
like,
not that.
I was just out here trying to park, and I was trying to parallel park, and it reminded me of this time in London where like this fan was trying to parallel park, and then Harry Styles offered to parallel park her car, but he couldn't do it either. And people got like photos of him.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be like the toxic guy, but oh my god, I was eating that shit up.
It was like the dark Harry era. It was also like frat boy Harry frat
era,
boy
yeah.
Niall.
Yeah. I was deep in it. Also I dabbled in a little bit of Larry.
Yeah.
Lewis Tomlinson and Harry Styles.
Which is alive and well in 2025.
Did you see
what
happened?
Yeah, he liked the edit.
He did.
It's alive and well.
Lewis Tomlinson, did you see? He liked a Harry Styles. He liked a Larry edit.
Yeah.
On Instagram. And then promptly unliked it. And people are like, he just confirmed.
See, like, my equivalent of this is G-Dragon liking all of the, like, G-top edits on Instagram.
He just, like, stays liking them.
Yeah.
Lewis was,
he's
like,
shameless.
immediately was like, no. Yeah.
Any K-pop fics, or is that not your world?
No, I don't. See, because I'm not into K-pop. So
Yeah.
I never got into it. I tried. I was, like, the most is, like, I was just, like, into, like, Vocaloid. When I was, like, in high school, I was, like, obsessed with these little holograms. I was like, Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku. Jesus, I love her.
Yeah, you introduced me to Vocaloid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, still love Hatsune Miku. I, like, just got my husband to, like, buy, like, a free trial of Vocaloid 6, and he's using it. And I'm like, make a song with Hatsune Miku. Make a Miku track. So.
Heck yeah. Yeah, she always tolerates when me and our other friend play K-pop. But
Yeah. It's good. It's got a good beat.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
You should get into the fanfic. I've seen, so again, one of my mutuals sent me a bunch of BTS fanfic and then promptly sent a video of a spreadsheet she had made of every BTS fanfic she's ever read with the ship too and a star rating.
Wow.
That's so organized.
Yeah, I was so impressed. I was like, damn, she got this shit on lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah. I clicked on one of the links and I was like reading all the tags, and one of the tags on AO3 was like public sex, and I was like, whoa!
Yeah, I love
Whoa!
that. I love that. I love when the tags are like that, and I love like dead dove do not eat. Like that's like one of my favorite things.
What does that mean?
Oh, okay. So like this is like something in the fanfic community. It comes from, there's like this episode of Arrested Development where there's like a little brown bag with a dead dove on it in the fridge, and one of the characters, Jobs, he takes it out of the fridge and he opens it and he's like, I don't know what I expected because there's a dead dove in the bag. But basically it's like whenever you have really like dark or triggering tags, people will put like dead dove do not eat, so it's like you can't get angry, you clicked on it, the tags are there.
Okay.
It's like, you know, I don't know what I expected. If it's on the tags, it's gonna be in the fix, so like don't get angry. That's what dead dove do not eat is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like you know all the little lingo.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Because, like, back in the day, like, when we didn't have, like, ratings and stuff, like, we would just call, like, explicit fics, like, lemons. And then I think that there was also, like, a tier above lemon. It might have been, like, it was just all citrus fruit back in the day. And now we have, like, explicit and C-17. I was like...
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, now we have, like, actual maturity ratings.
What are your favorite tags?
My favorite tags. This is a tough one. I don't know. I love a good vampire fic. Not gonna lie, I love a good vampire fic. I also love like some of my favorite like tropes. I mean, I'm a sucker for like there's only one bed. I love there's only one bed.
Yeah.
Any time that there's just like one bed, and I can write in that there's just one bed. Oh, it's so good. I love only one bed. I love like forced proximity. I love what's another one that's like really good?
Enemies to lovers?
Enemies to lovers is good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
I love secret dating. I love secret dating.
I
as a
also
trope.
love secret dating.
What does that mean?
It's like, you know, like they're dating in secret, or like fake dating. I love fake dating.
Fake dating.
Yeah.
And then real, and then it
Yeah.
goes into
I
real
see,
dating.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I love a good like professor like teacher fic. I think it all started with like Severus Snape.
It all comes back to
Yeah.
Snape.
So when you say professor teacher, they're of age, yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
like they're like, you know, grad students.
Okay,
Or like, you
okay,
know,
okay,
in
okay.
college.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, it definitely was like Hermione is like, you know, back for her last year at Hogwarts and she's 18.
Okay.
And she's doing like her final year after the war, and then she's in Snape's class. But like, you know, it's a little dubious.
God.
It's a little dubious. but
Yeah.
yeah. Now it's definitely like, you know, of age.
Got it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, what was the like Snape Hermione community like?
Honestly, like, because once again, I'm pretty sure that like a lot of the women on that site were like Snape wives, which if you don't know like what Snape wives were, this was like one of the many religions that was like started from Harry Potter, where like
religions?
yeah, so there were many like religions that were started from Harry Potter. Snape wives was just one of them, where like they worshipped Severus Snape as like an omnipotent being who had godlike powers. And
There's no fucking way.
No, this is a real
true.
thing.
Strange Eons, the YouTuber, has a video about this.
Yeah, and they would like marry Snape and like religious like ritual ceremony.
Yeah,
and
like,
then they
the
would like
spirit
commune
realm.
with like Snape. And they said that like J.K. Rowling was chosen by the spirit of Severus Snape to write the Harry Potter books, but she got it wrong because she like killed off Severus Snape, and Severus Snape cannot die because he's like an omnipotent, all-powerful being. But yeah, so there were definitely some people in that community that were Snape wives. Because the way that they would write about Snape and the way that they like would revere him in some of these fics was just like very, worshipy.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We should watch the video about it.
Oh, I'm gonna put it